Good afternoon. My name is Sajid, and so I'll be doing a presentation video on my family's immigration story to Canada from Pakistan. I'll be focusing mainly on my father, Sajid, who had a crucial part in our immigration. Without him, none of this would have been possible. Before I get started, I would like to apologize for my voice in advance since I'm a bit sick right now, and my accent may make it hard for some people to hear me. My dad, Sajid, was born October 27, 1975 in a small village named Kana Kacha, located on the outskirts of Punjab, Pakistan. Growing up, my father did not have much, since only 28 years before he was born, Hindustan had split up, making India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Moving to Pakistan, my grandparents had nothing under their name. They built their first house out of natural materials and cow feces, like the one shown in this picture. So, as a kid, my dad had to hustle and work for everything he had. He had several part-time jobs as a kid in factories and had his own hustles. So, when my dad turned 19 to 20, he attended Government College University. This was the top engineering university in all of Pakistan at the time and was respected very well amongst people. After attending Government College University, my dad got a job with NetSol Pakistan. This was the top company in Pakistan and all of Asia at the time. Working for NetSol, this required my father to be traveling a lot and not have much time for his parents. At this time, I was not born, but my dad had recently got married to my mom. This was around 2001 when my dad got married to my mom. Growing up, my father did not have much under his name, so he did not have a mean of transportation. With his first couple of paychecks, my dad bought a CD70. This was a Honda CD70 1989 model. This was my dad's dream bike, and this was the best purchase he ever made, he tells me till this day. He also put money into his house, his childhood house that he had grown up in. He made this house, a house like this, one-bedroom house, into a two-story with a roof house. As we grew up, me and my sisters, it was harder for us to see our father since he was always traveling around the world. So when I turned 9, at the age of 9, my father decided to move to Canada. Moving to Canada, this would bring a lot of advantages and disadvantages. Some advantages would be that me and my family would get to live together. We would have a better future. We would have better education, better healthcare, and many other better chances in life to grow up with. Disadvantages were that my dad would not get to live with his parents. He would not get to live in his homeland that he loved, and he had to give up a lot of materials to come here. My father came here without a job, so not having a job, this was also a challenge. We moved to Toronto, and this was a huge change for me. Toronto changed how I live. Since moving to Toronto, I did not know much English. My fluent language was Urdu, and I still have an accent till this day. Moving to Toronto, this helped me in many different ways. Since in Toronto, there was a diverse community with the kids that were my age and my what's called skin color and my background. So it was easier for me to communicate. But growing up, it was also challenging since a lot of people who did not know where I have come from, what I had seen as a kid, did not have a clue and said anything they would like to say. Moving to Toronto was truly life-changing. If you hadn't moved to Toronto, my family would have been in a completely different situation by now. We probably would have not been in a lower education school system. We probably would have had barely any contact with my father as we grew up, since we barely saw him when we were kids, when we were in Pakistan. And we would have been stuck in Pakistan in poverty our whole life. Moving to Canada, this changed my life, and if I could go back to Pakistan, and if I had a choice to go back to Pakistan or stay in Canada, I would stay in Canada any day of the week. Thank you. This was my immigration story, my father's immigration story to Canada with our family. I'm sorry again about my accent or my voice. It may be a bit hard for viewers to hear me since I'm a bit sick right now and I have an accent. Thank you.